Hello, lovelies. Hold on, let me turn my phones off so we're not interrupted. There we go. Okay, so I know that I look like a bag of rolled up shit. Totally cool with that. Just finished a shower, washed my hair, which took a fucking hour because my hair is like literally to my bum now. And I decided that I would come on and I would talk about what was and is continuing to go on in my life. And I'm sorry, I know I look rough. It's a facial treatment that I did, and I decided that I wanted to do this right now because if I didn't do it now, I didn't know if I would be brave enough to do it later. Thing is that my life sort of imploded recently, February 11th, and whatever wavelength it's been on, it just has not gotten back to where it's supposed to be, and it's kind of scary because although I know my life has always sort of worked out, when you're in the middle of the storm, it doesn't stop you from being afraid. You know what I mean? It's like that movie that Helen Hunt was in, Twister. You know, you're running towards the storm, you're doing your thing, and then you're in the middle of it and you're like, oh shit, how the fuck do I get out of this? So February 11th, I woke up to an email from ePayments that said to me, all accounts, not just mine, but all accounts on ePayments had been frozen until further notice because the company in and of itself had been, it was being investigated by the FCC for money laundering. And I was like, okay, that's like, I mean, it's not a huge deal because I can get paid in other ways, but problem is that the company that uses ePayments, the one that I use, is one of my major companies that I get paychecks from weekly. And the sad thing is, like, I actually don't get paychecks from them weekly. I get paid online through direct deposit, through ePayments, through whatever. And ePayments was a really cool thing because what I would do was, instead of actually taking cash, I would throw that money onto my MasterCard that I just got from Rogers. Thank you. And I would use that to pay bills. And within a day, everything would be sort of set up. And then that happened. After taking Charlie out, a few hours later, I went to post something on social media, and my Twitter had been banned for, and I'm telling you this, for literally no reason. You all know that if I'm looking like this and I'm coming on camera, I would be honest with you. I ain't got nothing to lie about. My Twitter account was banned for zero reason, and I had 12,000 plus followers on it, and I used that to God damn it. I used it as free advertisement for my stuff that I was doing online. Like, I was constantly posting stuff and constantly shifting stuff around and yada yada yada. And so the idea that now I was losing 12,000 followers because I couldn't share to them anymore was kind of like, it really like was a gut punch. Then I went to put on my winter jacket to take Charlie out for a walk, and I literally ripped the entire arm off. Like, this is not cute. That's what happened, literally. I put the jacket on, and the arm ripped off. I was like, okay, that's 3 things. Can't get worse than this. It's not going to get worse than this. I'm okay. I come home, and I go to post something on my Instagram, and the little dial thing, you know that, like, do you remember that, like, 1985, 1995 thing of, like, the dial-up? And I was like, why is this not uploading? And then I realized my internet is out. So, ePayments is holding our accounts, my Twitter is fucked up, my jacket ripped the arm off of, and then my internet goes down for 2 days. I have to give a huge shout out to Bell Canada. Listen, I haven't had the greatest experiences with Bell Canada, but this time they really showed up and they really genuinely helped me, and I appreciate that. Because, so what happened was the guy had come, he fixed everything, and then not even 20 minutes later, it went down again. And he happened to be outside still, and so I ran out to his car and I was like, you're never gonna, and he was like, is it down again? And I was like, yeah. And he was like, okay. And he ended up working 4.5 hours to fix my internet. Actually, an hour later than he should have. He was here until almost 10 o'clock. And he made sure, he was like, I'm not leaving unless it's working, so don't worry about it. And I was like, okay. And so yeah. So then the internet went down, and everything sort of like seemed to me like sort of slowly coming back. I mean, e-payments is still down. We still don't know what's going on there, but everything else started working. I'm like, okay, no problem. So then, the 21st, I am scheduled to be in Toronto. And so I go to Toronto, and as I'm coming home, because I wore my contact lenses, because it's easier than wearing glasses. As I'm coming home, I go to pull my glasses out of my bag, and they're snapped in two. And I was like, okay. Then I get home on the 21st. And I gotta brush my hair, and I get it. I have really long, thick hair. It's to my bum. It's thick hair, I understand. But I've had this brush for literally over a decade. I'm in the middle of brushing the knots out of my hair from sitting on the bus all day, and as I do this, I hear a... Literally, it was that loud. And my fucking brush that I was brushing my hair with snapped in half. So I have had the month from hell with February. I'm hoping that March is better. I don't know. I genuinely hope it's better, because if it's not, I just don't know what I'm gonna do. But, you know, I've been telling this to my friends. I'm like, all I can do is sort of laugh at the absurdity of all of this stuff happening all at once, because I don't know anyone whose life could implode this quickly, this fast, with everything. And you know what I mean? Like, and I've done all the self-care things. I've done the, like, you know, give myself a pedicure. I shaved my feet so fucking hard that I literally couldn't walk for 2 days because I shaved them so hard I actually shaved too much off. My sister messaged me and was like, so. And I was like, oh, they hurt. And she was like, yeah, I was gonna tell you, but I didn't want to be. And I was like, thanks. Like, I've done all the self-care things. I've sat at home. I've given myself facials, made myself bleed, and yeah, I am trying so goddamn hard to not allow this to make me spiral out of control, which, by the way, when you have this many things thrown at you all at once, it is genuinely difficult not to spiral out of control. I don't know how I'm surviving this right now. I still owe $1,300 on last month's bills. That's how much everything fucked me up, which means I still owe over $2,000 on this month's bills. And so, yeah, I wanted to do this update and let you all know what's going on. And, you know, my purpose of coming on like this was to make sure that I was going to be real and honest, because, you know, when you're hiding behind a face full of makeup, it's easy to play things up or down and whatever. And I wanted to make sure that I came on here and I was real with everyone like I always am. And so, yeah, so life right now in this moment is not my friend. Like, I've been kicked in the head so many times by life right now. I'm wondering if I should go in and have an MRI to check, see if I have a concussion. That's the truth. And the thing is like, even going through all this stuff, I've still tried to remain positive. I still tried to be a friend. I still tried to do things for other people. But it ain't easy. So yeah. I wanted to come on and let you all know what's going on. I'm genuinely sorry that I look like this through this video. I just wanted to get it done and over with. I love you all very much. And there are 3 things at the end of every single video that you can do. Coronavirus. You can comment down below, join the conversation. You can share this with your friends, family, and coworkers who maybe are struggling with mental health issues or whatever is going on. And of course, if you haven't already, you can always hit the subscribe button. And I will catch each and every one of you on the flip side, if there is one.